What's up, guys? So currently, I am going through and reading all of the Series 2000 Goosebumps books. I probably mentioned this in previous videos, but I have read all of them before when I was a kid, some of them multiple times. But like I did with the original Goosebumps series, I want to go through, read all of them again, and I'll probably do a ranking video on them when I'm done. And I might do individual videos for some of the books, more in-depth reviews, like I am doing here with the two-part series, Invasion of the Body Squeezers. There's part one. I don't know how well you guys can see that. The lighting kind of sucks. I need to get better lighting set up for my videos. So, yeah, I just recently finished these. I didn't really remember them much going into them. I was kind of excited to read them because R.L. Stine hasn't done a lot of science fiction type stuff. So, yeah, the only one I can really think of off the top of my head, it would be Egg Monsters from Mars from the original series. And I know he's probably done a couple of others, but yeah, he hasn't really done a lot of science fiction type stuff. So I was kind of excited to read these, read his twist on obviously a classic book and movie. Obviously, it's kind of a ripoff from Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I actually have yet to read that original book. But anyway, so these books were kind of interesting. I like the first part starting out, and I like the first part actually more than the second part overall, I think. So it starts out, the kid, the protagonist, his name is Jack. He starts spying on his neighbor. His neighbor's kind of a weird, creepy guy that lives isolated. He thinks he sees a monster in his window, and he's kind of spying on him. Some other stuff happens. I'm going to try to keep this spoiler free. Some other stuff happens, and he comes under the impression that aliens are going to be invading Earth. And Jack kind of goes around trying to convince people that aliens are on the way. Of course, nobody believes him. Um, this is where things start to get a little bit repetitive because he continues with his crazy stories, and it's obvious that no one's going to believe him. And for some reason, Jack doesn't seem to comprehend that. He goes around just, a lot of the book is spent just him telling his crazy stories. And then his annoying little sister making fun of him. His sister in this book, her character is extremely obnoxious. And yeah, so anyway, that's kind of the first book. The ending leaves with an obvious cliffhanger, picks up right where the first one left off at. And the second book, this is kind of where I started not liking it so much, both books, as like looking at them from as like a whole, because it's basically one story split up. And this one, it just gets really repetitive. A lot of the same stuff happens that happened in the first book. Probably even worse than the first one. He basically is just going around trying to convince people that aliens are coming, trying to warn everybody. No one believes him, and he continues to try convincing everyone, his parents, his friends. I think he at one point he tries talking to the police, his neighbor. I don't remember everybody, but there's a lot of people that he tries talking to. No one believes him. Oh, you're just making up crazy stories. Well, obviously, no one's gonna believe him that aliens are coming, and he's dumb enough to keep going around expecting to find someone that's gonna listen to him, to try to stop the alien invasion, which there actually is an alien invasion, obviously. But I don't know, it just got really repetitive and kind of ruined the story for me a little bit because a lot of the book is just spent, as I already mentioned, him going around, and then the action doesn't really start to happen until the last two-thirds, like the last quarter of the book maybe. Like it doesn't really start to pick up towards the end. And by the end, I just didn't really care as much. I was just kind of wanting it to be over. The ending itself was very disappointing as well. I did not like the ending at all. It was very weird, and it tried to be funny a little bit. Kind of a typical R.L. Stine twist, a little bit predictable, and it just was not very good. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Invasion of the Body Squeezers books. Didn't really care for them all that much. I liked it right away, like I said, starting out with part 1. And I don't know, I was just kind of let down by it. I didn't hate them. They're definitely not the worst Goosebumps books I've ever read. There's far worse Goosebumps books I can think of out there. But they're far from being ones that I like a lot. Definitely not any of my favorites. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts on Invasion of the Body Squeezers. It's kind of a cool idea, kind of a cool premise, like I said. It was nice to see R.L. Stine kind of do his own twist on Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I just feel like it was executed very poorly. If it wouldn't have been so repetitive, like I said, I probably would have liked it more. My other issue too was Jack, the protagonist. He just did not seem very bright. He was not a very smart character. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just a little bit let down by these books. So, I think I give on Goodreads part 1 like a 2.5 out of 5 stars, and then part 2 a 2 out of 5 stars. So yeah, those are my thoughts and ratings on these books. I'm probably going to do some more reviews for Series 2000 books, and then when I'm finished with the whole series, like I said, I'll do a ranking video of all of them from least favorite to favorite. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.